So I'd like to quickly analyze the news that came out yesterday, um, because I actually think that what Gabe said is significant this time, and it isn't just something that he said off the top of his head to please the community. And the main reason why I think this is because of the wording of the actual question, how fast he responded to it, and how he actually brought it up like 10 minutes later. Yeah, 10 minutes later, he brings it up again, the bot crisis. So I think he's like extremely aware of it. And let's just like quickly recap.
Is Valve planning any major updates for Team Fortress 2?
So she asks, is Valve planning any major updates for Team Fortress 2? The key word here is the major update, not like updates, because if she just said updates, then we would probably just assume the normal cases, the normal 3 cases that we've gotten for 4 years in a row now. But yeah, so that's the main key.
Yes, we have updates for Team Fortress.
He answers right away, immediately, and
Because are you aware of the ongoing bot or hacker crisis?
Oh, yeah.
are you aware of the ongoing bot or hacker crisis? And he immediately replies, oh yes, we are very aware, with 2 veries. So this isn't just like something, I don't know. There are some people who like are trying to get a bunch of like clicks and views by going, "Oh, you absolute fools. You're falling for Valve's tricks again. They're just pulling your leg. This is totally a scam and a meme. They aren't gonna fix Team Fortress 2." There are people who are just overwhelmingly negative, but the fact that this is coming from the CEO of Valve and these little like social cues in how he answered these questions makes me genuinely hopeful. And the cool part is that not a lot of people know about.
We're very aware of the problem and I think we have good solutions for it.
So a lot of people only know about this little clip, but there's actually they actually bring up Team Fortress 2 a little bit before in a question, but Gabe doesn't necessarily talk too much about it.
Is Valve willing to support third-party tournaments and LAN competitions like TF2 and CSGO?
Yeah, we do that already with, especially with Counter-Strike. So we sort of have a couple of models of either running the tournaments ourselves, like with Dota, or doing almost everything in the community, like we do with Counter-Strike. So both of those models are good models, and it's evolving really rapidly, right? The things that make sense now weren't even predictable 5 years ago. 5 years from now, we assume that everything's...
Okay, that hurts my ears a tremendous amount. I'm sorry I wasn't able to... It was quite difficult to get to fix the audio because it was recorded on an actual potato, and I apparently didn't do the best of jobs. But the woman mentions TF2 here, and Gabe mostly says, "Yeah, well, we already have it for CS:GO." So I don't think there's going to be much in the department of esports for Team Fortress 2 from this interview. I think Gabe kind of dodged that question like the plague. But what's really cool is after the major update thing, here they talk about why are CSGO skins so expensive, and Gabe says because they're popular, probably referring to how the community sets prices on items that are rare.
we also have a race team, motorsports race team. Alex is kind of our statement. And all the fact that people respond well to that through
Okay,
that
so
lens, like
about like what was it? Yeah, over 10 minutes after he was asked specifically about Team Fortress 2, he brings Team Fortress 2 up again, completely unprompted by any of the, I presume, students at this school. Um, and here it is.
How does it feel to know your impact in the gaming industry?
So, how does it feel to know your impact in the gaming industry? And he answers this.
I like customers, and I like making customers happy. So I tend to focus that through that lens. Like, I love the fact that people respond well to Dota. I am super bummed that the TF2 bot crisis is causing people as much frustration and anxiety as it is. So that's what I respond to more than some notion of, being in the industry funded. It really goes down to what have I done recently to make customers happy, or what am I doing right now to make customers mad?
We're going to wrap this up, so this will be our last question. Do you have any final words?
As if he's gonna assassinate him. But, yeah, so the impact on the industry question seemed like the Team Fortress 2, like bringing up the bot crisis was quite unrelated, but, and I mean, yeah, obviously, like, it doesn't, Gabe would say that he likes making customers happy because, like, money, but, I think that the fact that he brings it up after 10 minutes of just other conversations completely unrelated to Team Fortress 2, I think it shows that there actually is something going on here, because he would have just dropped it and tried to avoid questions about Team Fortress 2. And this is special because Gabe Newell doesn't usually address Team Fortress 2. In most other interviews that he's done, he hasn't said Team Fortress 2 once. For him to say it twice, talk specifically about the bot crisis, and answer, yes, Team Fortress 2 is getting updates, or we have updates for Team Fortress 2, presumably with the word planned left out in there, so we have updates just for short, in a response to major updates. I think that we are likely going to be pleasantly surprised. Unlike the other people in the community who have been ranting that this is this is not big news and stuff, I do want to say that it is very, very likely that we'll be disappointed. But I think that, I think that that's purely because we've set expectations so high after 4 years of nothing that there isn't anything Valve can do that would make everybody happy. But, I think that just at the rate that we've been getting content updates, with like getting the biggest Smithmas update in like 5 years, or more than that, I think. I think that Valve is on the right track here, and it may seem like the concept of major updates has been kind of lost to time, but we'll just have to be happy with what we get, because after all, it's a free-to-play game that's been around for 14 years. So I just wanted to point that out, and point out these little notes that some people might not have caught, or highlights that you might not have seen if you didn't want to watch this 30-minute video. See ya.